I'm coming to you from Har Adar with our thought for the week. Before I say what I want to say, I want you to have a look at where I am. I'm in Har Adar. Over to my left, there's a lookout tower, which you can see from up there all of Greater Jerusalem, and as well as the beginning of the Shomron. And over to my right, there's a bunch of tanks and army vehicles. Har Adar was a site of fierce battle, mainly during the War of Independence, as well as during the Six-Day War. And the particular place over here has relevance to what I wanted to say. So we're in Elul. It's already the second Shabbos of Elul. And, we're all maybe, hopefully, looking for some inspiration. And I find very interesting in Dvarim, the parsha that we read now, the beginning, the first pasuk of each of the parshas, I think, has a point and something that we can think about to relate and to connect and to hopefully change a little bit during this month. So we have, without going into details, there's Shoftim, there's Re'eh, and this week's parsha is Teize. Teize la milchama al oivecha. When a person goes out to war against his enemies. And simply speaking, it's talking about wars in Israel, battles to protect the homeland, protect Eretz Yisrael. Back in the day, and even till today, there's wars. But many of the Mefarshim point out that this is a reference to the Yetzer Hara. I have here with me the Sefer Chafetz Chaim al Torah, and that's how he opens up. Ha'oyev ha'yoser gadol va'yoser mesuken la'adam hu ha'yetzer hara v'tamid tzrichim lehilachem boy. The biggest enemy that a person has is his Yetzer Hara. And in order to fight the Yetzer Hara, you have to go to war. You have to battle the Yetzer Hara. And that's how you're going to win. That's ki teitzei la milchama olivecha. You go out to war against your enemy. And you go to battle. And that's, I think, a good, like a clue, a reference to what we should be doing in El, going to battle, going out to war with the Yetzer Hara. Let me give 3 examples of the Yetzer Hara, of what is the Yetzer Hara, and maybe how we have to fight the Yetzer Hara. Let's say, for example, our speech. There's a Yetzer Hara to speak Lashon Hara, to speak negatively to people, all the time. People make comments, negative comments, backhanded comments, derogatory comments, insulting comments, in-your-face comments. Our speech is something the Yetzer Hara tells us it's okay, it's just words, big deal. That may be one example of a Yetzer Hara pulling us to do things that are wrong, that are negative. Another thing is, possibly, for sure actually, is our learning. We get lazy. We like to be couch potatoes. We like to look at our phones. We like to laze around. And it's hard to pick up a sefer and learn, to decide, I'm going to do, before Rosh Hashanah, before Yom Kippur, a Masechta of Mishnayos. I'm going to read the Parsha. I'm going to do some type of halacha sefer. It could be in any language. But the Yetzer Hara pulls me down and wants me to be lazy and not accomplish in our Torah learning. And a third example, davening, shul. Do we come on time? Do we talk or not talk? Hopefully not talk during davening. Do we look at the words? Do we have a makom kavua? Davening, it's a Yetzer Hara. These are all Yetzer Haras. Our speech, our connection to Torah, our connection to tefillah. And the Torah tells us, ki teitzei la milchama. I saw one of the Mefarshim actually. He says, ki is, what's the gematria? Is 30. A month is 30 days. El is 29 days, plus maybe the first day of Rosh Hashanah. A month is 30 days. Ki, Chof Yud is 30. The month of El, Teize Milchama. You have to go out to war. What does war mean? We see tanks, we see army vehicles, kids that went to war, young soldiers that went to war. What does that mean? Going to war means to radically change your lifestyle, to change what you're used to change your habits. It's a radical change in habits. You have to go in a tank, you have to fight, you have to drive, you're stuck in there, you're fighting, you're shooting, you're under, very difficult circumstances. It's a radical change of behavior. And to fight the Yetzer Hara, ki Teize milchama during Elul, I wish there was a shortcut. I wish there was an easy way out, but it requires battle. In our speech, sometimes we're in the company of people, and it's cool and it's fun and it's clever to make a comment, but it's a battle not to. So we have to go to battle. It's a radical change in our behavior, to go and learn. We'd rather sit around. I'd also rather sit around, but it's a radical change. We drag the Yetzer Hara to the Beis Medrash, and we go and we learn. Tefillah, coming on time. I can come late, I could this, I could talk, we're social pressure, whatever you want to call it. It's a radical change, it's a war, it's a milchama. And that's ki Teize milchama. And that's, one idea for Elul, and that we find at the beginning of the parsha, which the Chafetz Chaim presents in that way, as in other Mefarshim as well. It's a battle, it's a war. We have to have a war, a battle mentality, and Bezrat Hashem will beat the Yetzer Hara, and Rosh Hashanah, Bezrat Hashem, is coming up in a couple of weeks, and we could come with something in our hands to be Zoich in the Yom Hadin. Take care, Shabbat Shalom.